Welcome to Coastal Air Assessments Podcast, where the goal is to clear the air. Here's your host and owner of Coastal Air Assessments, Cory King.
Welcome back, everyone. Garfield Bowen, co-host / producer of the show, back in the studio with Cory King. Cory, how you doing today?
Another great day. Thank you, Garfield.
Hey,
How about you?
It's a better day with Cory. We're going to get you to clear the air. Okay.
Clear the air. Yeah.
Today's question is, why get an assessment?
It's a good question. That's a great question. And getting an assessment is important, not just for homes, for businesses. There's a lot of advantages. So, the biggest one, the biggest one is a peace of mind as to what's going on that property. You can be that we're identifying health hazards. That health hazard could be air pollutants, it could be mold, it could be asbestos, it could be lead. And if it's, commercial or maybe even a small business, it could be other harmful substances, chemicals and stuff like that. Compliance with regulations. There are certain regulations in place if we're talking about commercial or industrial settings, where they have to have things under a different under a certain level of the amount of whatever possibly whatever is off gassing or whatever pollutant could be in the air. Those preventative measures, you want to get an assessment to make sure that you're following OSHA standards as far as maybe if it's if we go into the commercial side of stuff. For a home, it could be as easy as taking an assessment to see allergen identifications and how to control those in a home. Mold and moisture management. We do live in South Florida. It's a damp environment, and we have to take every precaution to make sure that we keep our houses dry and well ventilated, and prevent the opportunity for those things to start happening in our homes. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we can look at risk management. There's the occupational health and safety side of things, again, for industrial sides. The list goes on, and every situation is different, and I'm always happy to share on how we can make things better.
So, Cory, let's say we have somebody who has lots and lots of allergies. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How frequently do you recommend getting a home assessment?
So generally, there's always a before, and allergies is one of those. The first things first, we always like to know is if they have something from their physician, so that we know what we're targeting, and then some testing to see if it's present and where it's present in the home. Allergies are a funny one because there's lots of different surfaces and lots of different porosities to different materials. And so it is taking care of the obviouses and then preventing the inobvious places that we don't necessarily have the ability to test. For instance, there's no way to test the cushions in a soft-sided couch. You got one of those nice, comfortable, cloth-covered couches. I don't have a way to test the inside of those cushions, and not that I would necessarily get all the way deep in there, but kind of doing some preventatives so that we could possibly, if after the cleaning is done, if that's the case, that we can come back and test again and make sure that things are good. And at that point, it goes trial by trial. In our industry, there's never where you have a routine, but testing. But it's when you think things are kind of going essentially sideways at your house for you.
So it's pretty much case by case.
Case by case,
Okay. All right. So they need to, I guess, get an assessment to clear the air, huh?
Get an assessment, clean the air, and hopefully we can give you all the information you need. And as much as we love to work, we don't want to become a regular customer of yours, or you become a regular customer of ours.
Good stuff. Love it. Cory, you have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you. We'll see you then.
Thanks for listening to Coastal Air Assessments Podcast with Cory King. Trust Coastal Air Assessments to clear the air. To learn more, go to coastalairassessments.com or call 561-400-0929. Once again, that's 561-400-0929.